How's it going, everybody? MyCupOfTea here, back with a reaction video, and it's time to learn more about some Pokemon types. Yay, yay. And last time we learned about ground, which was pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty straightforward and clear. But today it's time for a not so simple and straightforward typing, I feel. Because today it's time to learn about dark types, which fits perfectly because the screen is completely black, which is really evil types in Japan, so what is evil type Pokemon? I'm curious to hear the reason that Noggin is going to give us, so let's not delay this anymore, and let's start this video.
Right when you thought Pokemon were all happy-go-lucky, kind creatures who battle with honor, Gen 2 came around and introduced Dark-type Pokemon.
Oh, they were introducing Dark 2,
not all
Gen
of them
2.
are dark, are they? Tyranitar is rather quite a bright green, so that was the intro joke. But curiously now, what is so dark
Is that a Meow
about
but black?
Are they all nocturnal? Are they spooky? What gives? Well, it's a fairly commonly known fact that dark is just the English translation of the type. Well, translation is also not entirely true. Localization fits better.
Yeah.
Because in Japan, this type is officially called the evil type. Now, of course, philosophers have debated the concept of evil for millennia, but even still, in the context of Pokemon, are all of these dark-type Pokemon actually evil? Or perhaps are they just lacking in kind-spiritedness that
Probably
the other
that
Pokemon
part,
types
not
have?
kind-spiritedness.
But in that case, would that mean that there are no evil Pokemon that aren't Dark-type?
That's actually a really great question.
Oh hey, it's
Oh.
True Green 7.
I'm just dropping by to let everyone know that I just covered that very question in my latest
Interesting.
video.
That sounds like an excellent video. I'll put links to it in the top card and in the description.
Thank you very much.
I'll
I'll
be
go ahead and
interested
get
to
out of your
watch.
amazing
Okay.
hair right now. Bye.
Thanks for
Bye,
stopping by.
True Green.
Now where was I? Oh yes, since True Green 7
watching
has
a
that
video from
covered,
him.
we can focus wholly on just Dark-type Pokemon, which is good because that would go against this type series anyway. So,
Options, yeah.
let's go over the inspirations for every Dark-type Pokemon
okay,
and
okay.
explain why they are Dark or Evil type,
Look at
or
those.
possibly why some of them probably shouldn't be.
Yeah, why quicker that Dark? He a cool guy with glasses or sunglasses. I know that's not
Let's
true.
start
That's
with the
not-
Alolan forms of Pokemon that weren't previously Dark-type, as I
Okay.
think some of them explain the typing best. Let's look at Meowth and Persian and their Dark-type Alolan counterparts. Meowth is based on a Japanese lucky cat, said to bring good fortune, and Meowth's signature move, Payday, does just that. Both forms love collecting coins,
Okay.
but here is where the Pokédex shows a distinct difference. Meowth's dex entries state that it is nocturnal and fights with Murkrows a lot, and that its favorite thing is happily collecting coins. Whereas
Okay,
Alolan
okay.
Meowth's dex entries state that it too loves collecting coins, but it is selfish and
The captions are blocking it. We're gonna remove the captions. Posted selfish and fickle. Okay. Okay. Okay, got it. Got it.
overly prideful, and pride is a deadly sin. When either Meowth evolves into Persian, we
That wasn't
get
a Full Metal
two somewhat mean
reference.
cats, but Alolan Persian is still extremely prideful, and its preferred tactics are sucker punches and blindside attacks.
Oh, that is
so
evil.
brutal that it tortures its weakened prey rather than finishing them
Oh!
off.
Oh, yeah,
And
he's
though
evil.
That's pretty normal for most cats. In Pokemon's case, that's pretty messed up.
Very messed
Clearly,
up.
there is something evil going on behind those
Very
eyes.
messed up.
Rattata and Eradicate are the same.
That man
While
got
their
a
normal
mustache.
forms
Go
Pokedex is
back.
behind those eyes. Rattata and
Look at that. That man got a that rat got a mustache. That's a mustache right there. That makes him evil.
Eradicate are the same. While their normal forms Pokedex entries state that they are
That's
basically
rats.
rats, their Dark-type counterparts Dex entries state that they infiltrate and steal food from people's homes. They love food so much that they get fat. And gluttony is another deadly sin.
Okay, these are Full
It's
Metal
curious.
references.
These whiskers are
Alchemist.
designed to look like Japanese thief masks. And then we get to Grimer and Muck, comparing their dicks... comparing
What?
their dicks.
Okay.
Comparing their dex entries doesn't tell us much. To summarize all of them, these Pokemon are made of toxins, and their toxin is gross. And
Right.
that's about everything the Pokedex states. Heck, the one thing in all of the dex entries about temperament says that Alolan Muck is unexpectedly quiet and friendly.
Oh, okay.
That's not very evil
Yeah,
of you at
that's-
all.
that's
What
cool.
gives?
That's good.
Granted, it also says that if it is not fed, it will get mad,
Oh,
break
okay.
furniture, and then eat that.
That's
But
pretty
if
evil.
you push literally any Pokemon or any animal to starvation, I'm sure they'd get pretty upset. So I've got a small theory about this one. I think Game Freak gave Muck and Grimer the Dark type just so that they would get bonus damage from their new moves, Bite and Crunch, both Dark type. Since
Yep,
these new
okay.
forms of Muck and Grimer have teeth now, and that's kind of their whole thing. So now you have some direct
Okay, that
examples
makes
of what
total
the
sense
Dark
with
type
them.
is all about. both strong and not so strong examples. So now let's go over the rest of the Pokemon, starting
get
with
it.
Pokemon that are Dark-type based on the way that they fight or hunt.
Ooh.
By that I mean, a good example is an honorable fighter versus a street punk. One will win through training and strength alone. Another will throw sand in your face, bite
We
you,
love
and
sand
kick you in the
attack.
throat or nuts with no regard for your future.
You don't fight with honor.
No. He did.
And with that,
He
Scraggy
did.
and Scrafty
That's fine.
are perfect
Scraggy!
examples of this. Found in
I have to watch the AMV of Scraggy because I forgot what I saw it in, but he gave someone a devious knee to the face. Beautiful.
He did.
And with that, Scraggy and Scrafty are perfect examples of this. Found in Unova, which is based on New York, these Pokemon are designed after hoodlums, fighting
Yeah,
with shady
I
tactics.
had
over
a feeling.
turf. It's said they
I had a
headbutt
feeling.
anyone that looks at them wrong, and the saggier their pants, the more respect they garner.
Listen, I already knew they were based off of hoodlums. Got saggy pants, Scraggy, saggy. You know who has saggy their pants? Hoodlums. You know, the saggy their pants, the more respect they gain, which is not true in the slightest.
From their that looks at them wrong, and the saggier their pants, the more respect they garner from their gang. When they evolve, they gain this punk-looking mohawk crest. They taunt their opponents by spitting, and they
Ew.
don't feel bad ganging up on a single other Pokemon that
Oh, we
ventures into
jumping
the wrong
today.
territory. Definitely a gang of low-pantsed bullies. Poniard and Bisharp are also good examples. Bisharps will lead their groups of Poniards into the attack of food, and they are pitiless. They will shred their prey to pieces.
Oh, dang, okay.
This war-loving species spends its free time preparing for the next fight by sharpening their blades. And they are designed after samurai bandits, after all. Samurais that turned bad. While at first, Volibee and Mandibuzz don't seem
What
much
is-
more
I have never
evil
seen
than
that
your
before.
typical vulture, delving deeper you can start to pick up on some things. Unlike real vultures, they don't just eat carcasses. They actually hunt out the youngest and weakest Pokemon and rip into them and
Oh, wow.
hurl them into their nest made of bones. Sharpened bones. They also wear the sharpened bones of their prey as a means of intimidation.
Oh, dang.
And as a trophy, as they are proud killers.
I didn't know they were that evil.
Can be seen as a sort of evil. I
That is
suppose.
very evil.
Carvana is literally a piranha.
Yeah,
They
I
are
got it.
ravenous and shred their prey to shreds in minutes, just like real piranha. So again, they aren't evil per se, just very, very hungry.
Yeah, the way they hunt is
And
evil.
piranhas.
And piranhas.
Sharpedo, though, is known as the bully of the sea, and being a bully is pretty mean. And also tears his prey to shreds before devouring it just like a shark.
Yeah,
Cacturne is a nocturnal cactus based loosely on
He
a
look
scarecrow.
evil.
So by being scary and nocturnal predators, they got the dark typing. They prey
Makes
on
sense.
sleeping and exhausted Pokemon
No,
in the desert.
crocodile. Not crocodile.
Pangoro is an interesting case. They are based on Japanese Pokemon in the desert. Pangoro
A panda Pokemon, and he looks like that? Huh? Okay, Pangoro, okay.
is an interesting case. They are based on Japanese pompadour hooligans and street
Pompadours.
punks. But like many of them in popular media, they mainly only act and fight tough.
Yeah.
Pangoro's Pokedex entries point towards this too. It has a violent temperament and prefers to talk with its fists, and isn't afraid to fight dirty. However,
get rid of
it
this.
does not put up with bullies, and will defend anyone who's a victim of bullying.
That sounds
by
good to me.
beating the bullies half to death. Straight to the
Okay,
point,
well.
anti-hero vigilante justice. Crocodile, though interestingly not its previous forms, are extremely violent. They were given the name Intimidation Pokemon for a reason, and their Japanese name directly translates to Evil Gorile,
Oh.
which is a type of crocodile. And like real crocodilia, they are vicious with their prey, clamping down and twisting to rip the
Oh.
prey in half. Curiously, crocodile might also be inspired from Sobek, an Egyptian god with a crocodile head
Yep,
known
yep.
for violence and robbery. Hence the crook in Crocodile's name. And unlike previous evolutions, its eye membranes are spiked up and out, and sunglasses of that shape are often associated with
Hey,
gang leaders
hey,
and criminals
hey,
in anime and manga.
Hey,
Punch Crook.
hey, now let's not listen. You know, when he brings it up about my boy Crocodile, it may look, he might be a little bit evil. He might be a tad bit evil. But all I'm saying is, you put a picture of Doflamingo. He a dope character. So you know what? I gotta take this. I'll take this as a win for me, for Crocodile. I didn't know he was that violent. He didn't look violent in the anime.
Are often
glorious
associated with
king.
gang leaders and criminals
Crocodile,
in
no.
anime and manga. Honchkrow is the head honcho of a gang of Murkrow, which are referred to as its
Unkindness,
goons. It's
or-
Devious and Murkrow of a gang of Murkrow, which are referred to as its goons.
Goons,
It's
okay.
Devious and merciless, and commands its Murkrow to fight and find food for it. In the
A mafia
wild,
boss.
the only time they do the fighting is to deal the finishing strike, for the satisfaction of ending the battle. Murkrow, however, its previous evolution, fits better into our next category, which are Pokemon that are Dark-type more so because of their behavior.
I have this joke with my friend about Murkrow. He looks like something that I will not say, but every time I see him pop up in Pokemon, I'm like, oh, is that bird? Is that so-and-so bird? I won't say it because
Next
I'm not gonna say
category,
it.
which are Pokemon that are Dark-type more so because of their behavior. Meaning, while the Dark-type may be applied somewhat for the ways they fight, it better reflects the way they act day to day. Murkrow, like real crows, love shiny things and are known to steal them, and steal food too, and they are said to bring bad luck wherever they go. Sneasel is a weasel, and
Easel.
like weasels, they love stealing eggs from nests and eating them. It's like eating a baby, which is pretty evil. In
Yeah,
its evolved
yeah.
form, it's said to be much more intelligent, but also much more devious. And they hunt in extra coordinated packs, and can communicate their evil plots via writing and scratch marks. Crawdaunt is very aggressive in nature, and is very violent as well. And that's by Pokemon standards even.
Yeah, I didn't know this was a
Very
Dark-type
aggressive
Pokemon
and
until,
highly
like, recently.
territorial, and will intimidate and possibly even fight any other living thing it sees.
Dang.
And viciously.
All I do is
Purloin
fight.
and Lifeheart are devious thieves through and through. They play cute and innocent, but they are true cat burglars. Another cat, Incineroar,
Show that cat in my face. Don't show him. Name? Sorry, I am. Mona. Cat. Go to bed. I don't want to go to bed. I want to go out. No, you're tired. Go to sleep.
they play cute and innocent.
don't wanna
but they are
go.
True cat burglars. Another cat, Incineroar, is said to
Hey.
be prideful and have a violent, selfish disposition. They are based on heel wrestlers. The bad
I knew
guy
about that,
wrestlers
yep.
from things like WWE and
The choke
SmackDown.
slap!
Stage
The choke
fights for the
slap!
sake of entertainment. And that's why it's dark instead of fighting type. Heels are meant to be intimidating and fight dirty, mean, not necessarily good fighters.
Ah, that's why it's not
Zorua
fighting
and
type,
Zoroark
okay.
are illusionary tricksters. They have the ability to create illusions
Oh,
and make you
shoot.
think they are something they are not. One Pokedex entry states that if a usually very talkative child suddenly becomes quiet, it may have been replaced by a Zorua.
Oh, that's dark,
so
actually.
they may even be kidnappers and fans of identity theft. Both are pretty evil.
Yeah.
Sableye is based on the Hopkinsville Goblin,
Shoot
and
that
goblins have
now.
always been mischievous little devils. These
Kill 'em.
guys live in caves
Gotta
and are
kill
said
all
to be able to
goblins.
steal the spirits of people when their eyes burn with a sinister glow, which is pretty messed up. The goblins have always been mischievous little devils. These guys live in caves and are said to be able to steal the spirits of people when their eyes burn
Oh.
with a sinister glow,
Okay.
which is pretty messed up. They also love to eat carbinks. Drapion is very prideful of its stretch. Pride being a deadly sin, of course. It will also attack anyone it finds crossing the desert just to show off its skills.
So it's like a scorpion,
Hoopa is
okay.
much deeper.
Hoopa!
It's a mischievous trickster, first of all, and if you've seen the movie, its unbound
A little
form
bit.
certainly is selfish and evil.
Maybe we'll keep that bound.
Hoopa Unbound's design has a few elements that closely emulates common designs of demons, and either form could be taking inspiration from Nezha, a mischievous trickster deity
Oh,
worshipped in
Nezha,
Taoism
okay.
and Chinese folk religion.
Mike told me
and
about.
is commonly referred to as a trickster deity. Nezha is often depicted holding rings,
Nezha.
and sometimes depicted with multiple arms, just like Hoopa. And also, just like Hoopa, it has the ability to use its hoops to transport things. Houndoom is spooky and evil-looking, and its howls
It's
are
in the
said
name,
to bring
Doom.
the Grim Reaper closer.
Huh?
It strikes fear into other Pokemon, and it tends to hunt in packs and show no
Okay.
mercy. Also, if you make it angry, it's capable of causing burns that will not only scar over, but be permanently
Hurt forever? Oh,
agonizing.
that is evil.
The pain will never go away.
That is evil.
And that's pretty messed up. That's very evil. Wow. Its previous evolution, though, seems to fit more into the next category.
Hey,
that
look
being
at that dog.
Pokemon that were given the dark type more so for their
Okay,
design
okay.
rather than their behavior or fighting style. Houndour is just not that evil at all. I mean, they look the part, and they evolve into evil, but the only thing really evil about Houndour themselves
Hunts
is
in
that
packs?
they also hunt in coordinated packs,
Yeah.
like a basic wild
Yeah, like a
dog.
dog.
There's nothing evil about that at all. Though I guess they do look mean and intimidating, so there's that. Greninja is also not that inherently dark, mean, or evil.
Yeah, it doesn't even
The
look
Pokedex
evil,
mentions
too.
it likes toying with its enemies in battle, but most Pokemon happen to like battling. No, in Greninja's case, I believe it was given the dark type based on the fact that it's designed to be a ninja. Those dark, rebellious assassins
That
known
makes
for
sense,
stealth
ninjas, yeah.
and by ending lives through stealth and deceit rather than through honorable combat. Also, it having the dark type made it balanced with the secondary typings of the other starter Pokemons of that generation.
Okay.
But as a follow-up to some Pokemon with weaker reasons being dark type, let's now go over the inherently evil
Oh, let's get it,
Pokemon.
let's get it.
Those Pokemon that truly are
I wanna hear this.
dark, evil.
I want to hear this. Yeah.
With just one
Yeah,
swipe,
no.
you can
No, Lipstick, no. I want to hear about some evilness. I want to hear how evil they are. Yeah. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. All this setting up a planet was for this moment right here. See no evil? What's it? What's that movie called? That had Kane in it? See no evil, hear no evil? Something like that. I don't know. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yvel in Yvel's name.
What the hell is that? What is that? I have never seen that before in my life.
Are dark, evil beasts. Yvel in Yvel's
Yvel.
name comes from the Old English-speaking word evil. And being the Pokemon of death and destruction, that certainly is fitting.
Oh, okay.
Its design is said to be inspired somewhat from carrion birds, birds that eat corpses, such as vultures and crows, and I suppose I can see that. If a vulture died and its body was taken over by devil's fingers, a type of fungus known for smelling even more putrid than death itself.
That's real?
The Pokedex states that it's capable of absorbing the life force of Pokemon just by spreading its wings, which obviously is quite evil indeed.
That's broken.
Dinos, Violet, and Hydreigon are interesting. Dino starts off as a dinosaur with an emo haircut and
Yep,
causes
evil
itself
already.
a lot of self-harm, constantly tackling nearby objects. But when it sprouts a second head is when it really starts showing its mean-spiritedness. Neither head likes each other, and they are constantly fighting. And they are known as the hostile Pokemon after all, constantly upset and attacking things. Then it evolves into Hydreigon, which is said
That
to be
Pokemon.
brutal and devours everything in its path.
Oh.
Anything that
Double Health
moves
from Monster
seems
Hunter.
like a foe to it. The world is its enemy. And
Dang.
on top of this, the inspirations for this line of Pokemon are Yamada no Orochi, Zve
that's-
Gorinich,
that's-
and the Lernaean Hydra. All three of them evil antagonists
Yep,
in
all
their
three of them.
legends. Inkay may look super cute, but it
Yeah,
hides its nefarious
nice.
as well.
Like a
its
fairy
Japanese
type.
name directly translates to demon squid, and it
Oh.
is capable of hypnotizing and draining the willpower of enemy Pokemon
Oh.
to bide it time to evolve into its true form, Malamar. Malamar is truly evil.
What would Malamar do?
Looks like a Power Ranger
Yeah.
supervillain, first of all. And the Pokedex says that when it comes to strong hypnosis, there is an endless number of people who utilize Malamar for their nefarious deeds. In the anime, there was a whole episode dedicated to an evil Malamar bent on world domination with its hyper-intelligence and especially powerful mind-controlling abilities.
Oh.
Malamar's evil. The Ultra Beast
Okay.
Guzzlord
Yep,
also
Guzzlord,
looks like
there
a
is
Power
Guzzlord.
Ranger villain. And this one is all about gluttony. It's constantly destroying and eating everything.
I know about
no
this
matter
one.
what it is. Mountains, buildings, people, and its droppings are never
Ultra
found,
Beast.
as if its interior were a black hole. It would certainly take an evil, gluttonous being to have absolutely no regard for what it guzzles down. Gyarados may be a mean-looking sea monster, but it isn't
Yeah.
dark type, it's water flying.
Yeah.
But when it mega evolves, it
Oh.
becomes water dark.
Why
And
is
the
this
reasoning
evil
is
now?
quite simple. According to the Pokedex, mega evolution also affects its brain,
Okay.
leaving no other function except for its
Well,
destructive
dang.
instinct to burn everything to cinders. So basically, while Gyarados normally is easily angered and goes on rampages, it doesn't just do so willy-nilly because it isn't inherently evil.
Right.
But upon mega evolving, it can think of nothing else but destruction, becoming inherently evil. Until the end of the battle when it returns back to its normal form.
Like never
Tyranitar
happened.
is a big bully.
Now, I like Tyranitar sometimes. Godzilla, yep. He don't look like he's like super evil, but I could be wrong.
Based loosely on Godzilla, this Pokemon guards its mountain territory well and will occasionally come down just to pick a fight with something.
Okay,
Makes sense
not
considering
too
its
bad.
Japanese name comes from the words savage, barbarian, and hate. This
Oh, well.
impudent Pokemon is one you do not want to mess with. Nuzleaf and Shiftry are both based on Tengu. Japanese goblins
Not
known
the
for their
Tengus.
long noses, ability to read minds, and cruel tricks. Pretty simple. Spiritomb is made up of 108 evil spirits bound to a keystone. It is said that their constant mischief and misdeeds led to them all being locked in there, so it must have been especially bad for people to take such drastic action against it. Darkrai is a shadow monster,
the legendary
so fitting of the
Darkrai.
literal dark type, but is it evil? Many say so, as it flies through the skies, giving people and Pokemon horrible, horrible nightmares. Though, the Pokedex states that it means no harm.
Oh,
So it's sort of
okay.
a cursed existence, really. It has this evil ability that it cannot stop from happening,
That's
and it
actually
doesn't
sucks.
want it to be happening.
Can't stop it
Sad.
from happening.
Which segues into our final category, Pokemon that really are not dark.
What about, isn't like there's one Pokemon that was like captured, like kidnaps kids or something? Or has a chance to kidnap kids? It's something. I don't know. I forgot.
Which segues into our final category.
Maybe you guys know what I'm
Pokemon that
talking about, 'cause I don't.
Are not dark, as in evil,
Alright.
much at all. Maybe they have a few elements here and there, but compared to the rest, there's not much. Umbreon seems to be more literally dark
normal.
type
Yeah,
rather than
just-
evil type.
yeah.
It likes the moon, it hides in shadows, waiting to
The
attack its
moon,
prey,
monster.
so it's like any other nocturnal predator. The only thing vaguely evil about it are that its rings that glow in the dark are kind of ominous. Kind of scary, I guess. Stunky and Skunktank aren't all that evil either. Sure, they smell terrible and will ruin your whole day,
Right.
but nothing in their Pokedex mentions them being bad or anything. The closest thing is Skunktank in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon being the leader of a group of bully bandits. But otherwise, these
That's
Pokemon
not
are just
enough.
strong skunks. I guess it's just really mean to make someone smell bad all day.
Yeah, poison
Poochyena
darts
and
should be.
Mightyena are also more so just generic pack dogs or pack hyenas. They hunt in packs and ambush their prey. One will scare the prey with its spooky fangs, and the prey will then run into an ambush. So again, basic pack animal. Not really evil. I mean, they gotta eat. Sand
Right? But because of the Lion King and them stupid laughing hyenas, they are dark by default. That's my headcanon. That's why they're dark, because of the Lion King and them stupid hyenas always. That's not how they laugh. Playing with not Simba. Well, was Simba too? That's why they're evil. That's why they're dark types.
Basic pack animal. Not really
Good job, Game Freak.
evil. I mean, they gotta eat. Sandile and Krokorok, unlike their final
Krokorok.
evolution, aren't all that dark or evil at all. Their Pokedex entries are all about their special eyes, their body temperature, and how they like to bury themselves in sand. And
Yeah,
live
they
in
don't look
roots.
evil, they look
Nothing
nice.
about a violent nature at all. They may be dark just because they are a bit meaner than most predators, or just for type balancing's sake, since its final evolution is pretty evil. And Absol
Not that
gets
evil.
a bad rep. It lives in the mountains and can sense natural disasters and impending danger. So it will come down from the mountains to try to warn people and Pokemon in the area about the upcoming natural disaster. But because it's known to do this, people began to think it caused the natural disasters.
That's
Meaning,
sad.
people think it's evil. So why is it actually dark type then? At the very least, to balance it out, it could be normal dark. But no.
It's
I
pure
smell a
dark?
theory there. So this last group of Pokemon,
He's Absol's like, hey guys. I don't know how he runs it. Hey guys, it's gonna be an earthquake here that's gonna shake the lands. Get out of here. People are like, oh no, it's him. I mean, so I guess it kind of works if they escape. But he just gets a bad rep now.
normal
Poor
dark.
Absol.
But no.
I didn't know it
That's
was
not
like that,
theory
Absol.
there.
My fault.
So this last group of Pokemon, they're not really dark at all. All I'm really getting at is that there are other non-dark Pokemon or non-evil type Pokemon that are significantly more evil than some of these. And for more information on that, True Green 7 has an excellent video right here.
I might have to
Check
look
it
into
out.
that True Green one
And
because
if
I'm
you're still
curious
here,
about them
I just
evil,
want to say
evil
thank
Pokemon.
you so much for watching this video, and a huge thank you to our Patreon supporters.
And aren't even
Especially
dark
as
types.
of late, YouTube has been all over the place, and I've been in the hospital, and
Oh,
so
dang.
many terrible things have been happening. But I'm fine
Sorry
now.
about that,
But you know,
past,
financial stuff.
Gnoggin.
Thank you so much, Patreon supporters. You guys are amazing. It makes the world of difference for not only me, but for all of Team Noggin. So thank you. And until next time, please remember to never stop using your noggin.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, hey,
All
hey,
right,
whoa,
we
whoa,
find-
whoa. I am pressing everything. Or is Fighting Type next? That'd be cool. Now, I forgot to mention this earlier before I started the video, but I remember asking if there is a ground flying type Pokemon. I think you guys told me in the comments there are 3, but the one I remember the most was that that one legendary Pokemon, not a genie, but like had like clouds or whatever. Basically, I heard that Pokemon was like super broken in the Pokemon scene, gaming scene, like really broken. So now I ask again, is there a fighting dark type Pokemon? Because I feel like that's just like, that would be impossible. A fighting dark type, that would be impossible, I feel. But no, this is good. This is good. I now understand that some Pokemon might be a little actually very evil. Like, what was it, that one crow, not crow, but it's like a bird Pokemon that's like, if it flaps its wings, it takes your life, basically. Like, ooh. And then maybe Crocodile might be a tad evil. You know, just a little bit. But next time we're gonna learn about fighting type, which is the complete opposite of dark type Pokemon, which is kind of funny. But real quick, let me know if you guys want me to check out that True Green video that goes over like what's actually the most evil Pokemon, because that might be a fun watch as well, as we continue on with the every Pokemon type explained from Gnoggin. So yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed my reaction, and thank you for watching. MyCupOfTea's out of here. See you later. And I should have expected this, especially the Hoodlum Pokemon, Scraggy, whatever his name is. I should have expected that's the reason why it was a dark type Pokemon. In my head, I'm like, is it because he's Saga fans like a Hoodlum, basically? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I should have saw it coming. And poor Crocodile. He just misunderstood. He's not really evil. He just misunderstood. Like, is he really that aggressive? Or are you guys messing with him? Don't mess with Crocodile. Hey, don't mess with Crocodile, my boy. Don't mess with him.